This tutorial is about products. We're now moving forward with the website in terms of we've got the logo up there, we've sorted out all of the main settings, we've added some categories. Now it's time to add some products to those categories and start to get this site looking quite lively. Okay, so let's go to our dashboard, catalogue, products. What I'm going to do, these products that are here are from the default install. They're there as a learning tool for you. If you had no products in there, it'd be difficult to learn. So let's now select all of those and let's delete all of those. There you go. Right, now it's time to add a product. So top right hand corner, add new. Let's start to get this this underway. Let's just call this basic template. Any options within these tabs where we have this little red mark by the side of it, this little red star, means it has to be filled in. So meta tag title, this is what gets displayed at the top of the page. Again, an SEO tutorial later on that one. So we're just going to go with the basic website template, which is there. Okay, so that's all we need to do. This keep it really easy. Okay, so that's all we really need to worry too much about that one. Let's now go on to the data one. This is generally where it's the most important area. So let's now add an image for it. So we're now going to add an image. I'm sure you've got quite the hang of it so far. And we're just going to choose this template, which is here. We'll let it upload. Click OK. It should now appear somewhere here. There he is. So we collect him, and there he is. Model number, this is a unique model reference number for you to register, and there's more down there if you want to use them. Okay, I'm going to display the price here at £50. I'm going to leave this tax class closed for the time being. Maybe we'll come back to that one later if we need to. Quantity in stock, I'm going to change as 10. Minimum quantity is there. Every time somebody orders, yes, it's going to be taken away. SEO keyword, again, we'll come back to that later. What you will notice with this though, it's all one word and there are no spaces is the best way. Obviously you can set a date for it to be available. Obviously you can do these by weight and height if you're doing postage and packaging. Most important thing here is status, and make sure that that is enabled, which is there. Okay, links. We can assign this product to many manufacturer links as we like, but on this occasion I'm not going to. However, I'm going to assign it to a category, and we will put it into OpenCart templates, and we should also put it, just for the fun of it, into art and culture. Actually, we'll put it into a different one, because what you'll see is when you click on that, it only shows you the top 5 which are there. For the minute, we'll do art and culture, and I'll come back to that in just a second, because I know that if it changes, it will change in a minute. So here I can add an additional images if I want to, but I'm not going to. And again, all of these tabs for the minute, I'm going to leave them. Now, I'm just going to save that, and that itself will now save as my image. Now, going back to the categories, I want to add that product into a different category. So what I'm going to do, as an example, I'm going to put it into the electronics one. Now, let's go back. Now you'll notice, like I say, it only shows the top 5, and that electronics one is not there. What you do is you start to type the category, and all of a sudden it appears. And there you go. So now, if we now go back to the main site itself and we click the refresh, you'll notice that lower layer of images has gone. We'll come back to there next. So if we click on here, we'll now see that it's in art and culture. It's also in electronics, and it will obviously be in Seal OpenCart templates. So let's click on electronics, and there we go. We now see that image based upon there. If we want to click into it, we will now see more detail about that product. There you go. So that's the very basics of adding a product. Thank you. Okay, let's we've now added products, categories, obviously done a little bit of customization with the site itself. Let's mess around a little bit with the home page and how we go about modules and adding modules and customizing the page. So let's go straight back into our dashboard. The first thing that I'm going to want to do is to edit these here, which is the manufacturer badges. So we go into catalog, into manufacturers. In actual fact, no, we don't. This is the joys of this system. We go to system, design, banners, and we will find it. We'll come back to the manufacturers later. We will find it in here, and the manufacturers. Here are all of those that are sliding on the home page. And there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do, again for this purpose, is I'm going to remove all of these. Voila. And let's now enable a couple which I'm going to add on. So title. These are not really manufacturers as such. These are obviously just brands of web workings. So let's get the HTML5 up there. Yeah, you're in. Beautiful. Add another one. This one's going to be OpenCart. Could have used that one, couldn't we? Instead we use that one. Okay. This one's going to be Magento. I'm sure you get the gist of how it's currently coming together. So I'm only going to add these three for the main purpose. And in there. Okay. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to save that, fly back to our home page, and we should now start to see that these are floating across. Well, they won't until there's obviously more. I'll tell you what we could do is we could go into here. So this is just a demonstration. We can't delete them, can we? Just for the purposes, we'll just add a couple extra. It's obviously not plain bold. Just cancel that off. Let's go again. What I will say is that with the website, the OpenCart software, it's like anything really, if you continue to keep clicking and show a great deal of impatience like I just did, there's every possibility that it will go wrong. So just click once and try and be patient. Let's just name these anything we want it. Just for sheer run of it. There we go. There you go, they've saved quite nicely. So hopefully now we should see something along the bottom there. There you go. So it's going to want to slide along. Okay, so that's great. So that's that side of it done. Let's now go into extensions. Let's now go to the modules section itself. Let's add some content to the home page. So within here, HTML content, let's install that. If it's in green, it's not installed. Okay, so that's now in. let's edit it. So let's now add a new one. So we're just going to call this home page. Okay, so we'll call it a title of web design, and in here I'm just going to put some default guff that us web designers do, and change that to enabled. Once that's then completed, we then need to add it to our page, and it'll say there after you've installed a configure module you can add it to a layout here. So this is all of our layouts for our general pages. What we want to do is view the home page. Basically, you've got the home page carousel, you've got the slideshow, and you've got the featured products which are on there. They're all done by a sort order and they are their positions. We want to add another one, and we're going to choose the home page content, which is there. We're going to keep that on the top in there. However, what we want to do is we want to do it roughly about the middle of the page. So we want to probably change the home page carousel to a 4, and we'll change that to a 3, and we will save. Okay, whilst we're on the subject of modules, let's now go back. As you probably noticed, we had a featured option. So let's go to find a featured home page, which is here, and we want to choose some products to go on that home page. So we can limit it to 4, which is there. That's our sizes. So let's choose by double clicking, which is basic template 1, 2, 4. What am I missing? No, that's all of them. There you go. So let's now save that. Hopefully, if we go back to here and we refresh the page, it should. There you go. So we've got our 3 pages which are there. We've got our web design GUMP at the bottom, and we've got our home page slider. Let's add, for some unknown reason, featured home page 1 has been missing. There's 3 there. I'll tell you why that might be the case. It's because if I go into there, let's have a look. There you go. That's your answer. It's disabled. So let's change that around. Go into data, change that to enabled, save, and hopefully we should start to see that little space there appear. Voila, there you go. Okay, so that's the home page done. Brilliant.